And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
This is Brown going up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action. Winston. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Tua going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Dolphins continue to pour it on. They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time you start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Olave holds it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jameis now on 1st down. Open man is the now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Obviously, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. An inside give, Brown. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Winston. Olave over the middle. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. To throw, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The point after is good, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a... for Miami. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Following the interception, Winston. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And Winston lost the football. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Winston and the Saints now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. To throw again on second down. Winston. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. They tried to throw on second down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Open man is Michael Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw again. Winston. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's Winston. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now you get to the line and get him set. Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. Easy. We'll see what they decide here.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Edmonds again. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, partner, under the
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I turn on my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it at hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game, head in the game.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied.
Ballin' all day like Brady. Long hair this wavy, and a been shopping all day, no Macy. Monitoring settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
It's a brand new day, new pace like jogging. Straight facts, no jargon. It's a whole lot of big blue checks, no login. No stress, no stalling. See a whole lot of big coquettes when I'm ballin'. I'm going crazy, yeah. Can't tame me, yeah. Look at your savings, yeah. Got 'em going crazy, yeah. Look at your savings, can't tame me. I'm going crazy, yeah. Can't tame me, yeah. Look at your savings, yeah. Got 'em going crazy, yeah. Look at your savings, can't tame me.
Of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in week 9? Fielded right around the 8. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
On the ball.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen. Now Allen on 1st down. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On play action, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This one fielded at the... And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Allen. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Allen off the play fake. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Here's Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. What a play. It's a first down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both...
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 13-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tua sets up to pass it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Over the middle, incomplete to Waddle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Tua. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. On 2nd and goal, Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Jones blinking from the contact. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but... defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here we go, here we go.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Dolphins have got it. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Allen again. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Allen. Open man is Marquez Stevenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 29 yards. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Tyreek Hill's got another one. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
That's interference. Defense.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping to...
And it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle?
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it. A lot of work to get to the first down marker. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Oh, the option is Allen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And Oliver able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. To try again after the sack. Tua. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Von Miller getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield. Ends up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the up. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's a fumble. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. Touchdown! Well, CD, remember, he had a touchdown earlier, but that was in a much more conventional manner. This time picking up the fumble and taking it in for 6.
Yeah, you bailed his team out with a scoop and score right there. Multiple touchdowns in this game for him, and he's not complaining how he got it done.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Tua. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And Oliver picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And the lead will hold at 13. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now Allen. And Cook has it. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Tua out to his left. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Back to throw is Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game, and finally forced an incomplete.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. To throw is Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's ball. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Throwing is Allen. That's taken in by Knox. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me.